It is.
Oh.
Beautiful day. Hey, welcome back to Double Days Podcast. I am David Davila, the host of Double Days Podcast, and this is the comedian Andrew Bernal.
What up?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
And who do we got?
Donna Lee is our special guest tonight.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all? Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thank you for coming down, actually, right? You came down from
BK, from Austin.
Austin, Texas.
Yep. Only an hour and a half. Not too bad.
That's not too far.
No, we call that the New York of Texas.
The
now.
New York of Texas.
That's what we're going to call it.
So progressively woke, I think. Yeah.
Austin is?
It's some
I
of it.
don't really go there too much.
No?
Even though it's just 100 miles away or whatever, I really don't go up there much. I should, though.
You should. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love Austin. Do y'all
Yeah.
ever get down to the downtown scene when you do go? Do you ever go?
No, it's. I used to do a lot of work up there.
Oh, okay.
In '96, when I started going up there, when I came down to Dallas, to San Antonio, I'm sorry.
96.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I love that we must be the same age because I say things like that too.
Like it's normal.
Yeah,
96.
like, remember?
96.
I just started seeing like the calendars rip away, going all the way to 96.
Shit, that's a long time
That's
ago.
a long time ago, dude. 30 years ago to
Don't
be
even
exact.
say that,
Oh
right?
my
It sounds
God.
better when you say 96
Yes.
than 30 years
30
ago, right?
years ago.
But yeah, so when I used to go up there, it was a little weird, but it wasn't the way it is today.
Yeah.
I mean, when I started working the first South by Southwest and also the first ACLs that started coming up, I mean, it was nobody at ACL when I was
wow.
working them. I mean, it was like you couldn't give the bands away back then. Now
Right.
everybody's like $300 a band or something for
Oh
the
my
weekend.
gosh,
So
that's nuts.
and then South by Southwest is, it started out as a kind of a small film
Mm-hmm.
type, and then they brought in the music, and now they're doing away with the music, and they're going to keep it the film, I think, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's only 1 week now. It used to be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a whole vibe down
I
there.
performed at Narbar.
All right.
That's it. It's
That's
the only place in
down
Austin.
6th Street. Right? Yeah. I've heard of it. I haven't been there yet. I've heard of
But
it.
ever
really
since
cool.
COVID, I mean, it just really changed, right? I mean, you've got Rogan there, you got Tony,
Yeah,
Kill
we have
Tony
a-
there, you got.
We have a different culture, in my opinion. This is what I've seen as a comedian who works downtown and all over Austin, Central Texas. But I talked to a lot of my friends who are headliners in like LA or Dallas or wherever, and they're like, well, you can only perform at this club. You can't go to the competing club here because you'll get banned from the other club. So
Wow.
I think that's interesting because in Austin, there's so many clubs that are owned by Joe Rogan and his friends, and so you can go to all the clubs. And
Without being banned from the other.
yeah, and
Really?
you can work the clubs.
That's nice.
It's really cool.
It opened up doors for everybody instead
sure.
of shut them down. That's
Yeah.
awesome. How long you been doing stand-up?
I started in 1996.
I was about to say.
There you go.
No, I started a long time ago in 2006, and I was a part-time comedian, a host for about 5 years. But I ended up on Search for the Funniest Mom in America right away. Like I did 4 or 5 open mics, and I ended up on this reality show TV program.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really
Super
cool.
fast.
Super fast. I got a lot of momentum, but I knew I needed to hone in on being a really good host because that's a hard job. As you know.
Yes.
Now I meet a lot of comedians that are like, I'm a feature. I'm like, how long have you been doing it? 6 months. I'm like, how are you a feature at 6 months? I took 5 years of my life to become a really good host, but I'm not judging. But I did that for about 5 years, and then I did the mom thing where I put everybody first, my son, my stepsons, my husband, my career, everything went first. So I stopped doing comedy for about 12 years.
Oh, wow.
And I did maybe one show a year for that 12 years, like one fundraiser, or a friend of mine was
Right.
having a private party or something silly. So I lost all my chops and I had to start over. So May 2024, I came back. Became an empty nester. My husband and my dogs are potty trained. I can go do this. And I've dove in full time, and now I'm touring around the country and having the best time of my life. And I get to be with you guys today.
That's
I've been
awesome.
in
That'll
such
work.
a
Yes.
great mood.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
it's been fun.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And what's your tour called right now? You said you're on tour right now.
I'm on tour right now with my best friend, who's the funniest comedian I know. Her name's Megan King, and we're on a tour called Not Our First Rodeo because it's not our first rodeo. We're about the same age, and we're also in a national touring group called Moms Unhinged.
Moms and Hinge. Yes, I
Yeah.
see a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of that, and those shows are 200 to 600 seat venues, and they sell out.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we have fun.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so we're trying to model Not Our First Rodeo after Moms Unhinged, and we've become friends with so many of those comedians and the woman who started it, Andrea. And it's just been the best experience. I can't tell you how happy I am right now. This is the best.
Yeah, so I was going to Donna, is that something that you created, the Moms Unhinged? Or
No,
is that,
there was
that-
a woman named Andrea. She created Moms Unhinged. But when I got back into comedy, I sent her a message and a clip, and I said, "Hey, I would love to be part of this." And she let me do a guest set, and that was like right after I got back in May of 2024, maybe September. Anyway, so since then, though, I've been on the roster, and so when they come through,
That's awesome.
yeah, we get to travel everywhere, and we just have the best time. So it's been a lot of fun. But I did not start that, but I did start with my partner, Not Our First Rodeo, and we're the only duo. We joke that we're two middle-aged white ladies. Who's going to want to see us? But we seem to get really good bookings because we're the only duo of our kind that are comedians, middle-aged moms, touring comedians. And we're not podcasters, no offense, but like, you know how like you see these podcasting people going on tour, but they're not comedians.
Right.
And so
Yeah,
we're
don't
actually
understand
comedians.
And what's that like going like from city to city? Do y'all in the same vehicle? Do y'all take flights? Do y'all go back home? Like how does that
Right.
go?
She lives up near Dallas, and so when we have gigs up north Texas, I stay at her place. When we have gigs down here, she stays at mine. We do fly together. We drive a lot if we're going to Arkansas or somewhere that's drivable. To me, 10 hours or less is drivable, but I love driving. So, yeah, we do everything together, and it's just been super fun. It's great to have a partner in life and in comedy, to do all these things with.
Have you run into, I call them A-listers, but, some of the bigger headliners out there, have you run into them? And
I haven't run into them because they do weekends, and we're kind of at that level of doing like Wednesday, Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
And not Friday, Saturdays yet, but we're getting a lot more Fridays and Saturdays now. But back in the day when I did comedy the first time, I opened for Joe Coy twice. I opened for Leanne Morgan 3 times. And she was on the same TV show I was on, but she was on season 1 and I was on season 2. So the club,
The
would
America's
pair us.
Funniest Moms? Or?
Yeah, Funniest Mom in America. She was the runner-up on that show, and now she's the world's biggest female comedian. And I like to joke, well, she didn't win season 1, and I didn't win season 2. But we were both finalists.
And that was on national television?
On Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
wow.
was a Nick at Night show, and it was seen by like 6 million people back in per
And
episode.
those are big numbers back then,
Back-
right?
yeah, back in
Back in
1996.
96. Those are huge
It was a
numbers.
bit-
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got to
Wow.
open for DL Hughley and feature for him.
Wow.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
that was a really amazing story. So, can I tell you this DL Hughley story?
Of course,
Sure.
please.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite stories that I love to tell everybody. So I went to Cap City and I started opening, like I said, hosting, and I was just in love with his comedy. And I had studied him through his tour when he was with Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
And I thought he was my favorite. I just thought he was just the coolest. So anyway, Cap City manager said, "Hey, DL Hughley's coming to town. You've been really working hard at hosting. Do you want to host that show?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" I just got really emotional. I was like, "That was a dream." Like I put it out there. I was like, "I want to host. I want to open for DL Hughley." So he came through. Well, my name is Donna Lee, my stage name, and I got a little bit drunk, and I went up to DL Hughley a little too tipsy, and I said. I go, and this is before I opened for him. The first time I went to see him at Cap City. Let me back up a bit. And so, drunk Donna went, DL Hughley, your name is DL, and my initials are DL. Like, I'm totally going to open for you. And he was like, all right, white lady. And, I was like, and then so fast forward to where the manager finally asked me, you've been working hard. Do you want to open for DL Hughley? And I burst into tears. I was like, that's a dream come true. Of course, I would love that. So then I was very humbled that weekend. I didn't get drunk. And I went to the club, and I hope I did my opening stuff with him. And then I went up to him after the first show. I said, "Hey, Mr. Hughley," I said, "I would like to apologize for having been a little bit drunk, but I told you I was going to open for you. I know you probably don't remember me." And he was very kind and very professional. We did 6 shows that weekend at Cap City. And then I went up to him. I did a great job. I went up to him after the 6th show, and I said, "Mr. Hughley, my name's Donna Lee, and I'm going to feature for you one day." And he looked at me and goes, "I bet you will." And that was it. And so then a few months goes by, and he had a regular feature, Steve Wilson. I get a phone call. I was on Anderson Boulevard in Austin, Texas. I'll never forget this phone call. I get a phone call from his manager, and he said, "Hey, DL's coming to Houston Improv, and his feature can't make that show. Do you want to feature for him?"
Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I
Put
got
it
to
out
feature
there.
for him at Houston Improv, this massive club with like 600 seater. It was amazing. And then then they said, "Well, you're going to feature," and I had exactly 20 minutes. I worked and worked and worked, and I kind of didn't really have 20 minutes. I had maybe like 18.
Right.
Because you know how that goes. Everybody's
Yeah,
like,
of
"I got
course.
an hour.
Yeah,
I got 5 hours. Do you?" So I had my 18 minutes, and I was going to stretch it to 20. So I'm on stage, and they said, "Well, you'll see him because of the way the club was set up. You could see when people walk in, and he wasn't at the club yet." So the manager was like, "Look for him to come in, and that's when you know, because he didn't have to be there on time. He's the
Right.
headliner."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have 6 shows lined up. I go on stage, and he's late. And I've done 18 minutes of comedy. And I'm looking at the opener. I'm like, where is he? And then I start doing crowd work. I'd never done crowd work in my life. And I'm, just freaking out. And then finally, I see his hair. He had dreads, short dreads back then. I see his hair come in, and I dove into my last joke. And I was on stage for 42 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah.
I pulled it off, and I got a huge ovation.
Nice.
And he came up to me and goes, how'd you get such a big response? And I said, well, I did all that, by the way, and I didn't say one cuss word. And he goes, fuck you, Donna Lee. I was like, no, I swear to God. I bet you $100 I can do it again. So all 6 shows, I did a great job, and I really
All clean comedy.
made myself known that week. It was so much fun, and he was so cool. And
That's
so
awesome.
professional.
So have you always done clean comedy?
I have because people ask all the time. I chose to do clean comedy because I ended up on the Nick at Night show, so it had to be clean. But I also have a son, and I never wanted him to grow up and find something on the internet that would embarrass him.
Right.
So I was very adamant about keeping it as clean. I call it clean-ish. Like Moms Unhinged, we're clean-ish. We can say a cuss word maybe.
Right.
I try not to. Every now and again I'll slip, but I can do corporate comedy if I have to. If somebody comes to me and says, I have a squeaky clean show, I'm not scared of that. I'm like, sweet, love it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you find that to be, I guess, more difficult than, throwing F-bombs and all
It's
that?
hard, right?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, you have a comfort when you
Me
cuss.
personally, I just talk with a lot of cuss words.
Yeah.
So to go on stage and try to tell a joke without a single cuss word, it's really hard.
It's hard, and I love cussing is my love language. I love cussing at home. I curse all the time, and I just, it's part of how I talk. But I wanted to, make myself known as clean because I knew I'd get more gigs, and that's true. So it's fun.
Tell us more about the Cookie Monster hat.
I love hats.
Yes, it's on.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
Camera's good.
Oh, perfect.
Light's
No, I
good.
love hats. I collect caps, and I think they're fun. So.
I collect hats. I probably have like 200-300 hats.
Really?
And
Oh,
only one
okay.
head. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, lots of hats. I don't have that Cookie Monster hat though.
No, I don't. It's my thing on the back of my business card. It says, how you have like your email icon and your phone icon. I have a cookie icon that says I'll always have cookies. I bring cookies to every venue that I go to, and I write a little thank you note. And I just want to try to, make
Yeah,
sure
thank you for the cookies.
Yeah.
Yes, you did bring cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's wine, right?
And wine, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I was like,
welcome.
I've never had a glass of wine ever.
Really?
Really?
Never had a glass of wine.
Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to.
But no, I've literally never had a glass of wine ever. Not white, not red. I had the Welch's grape juice that comes in that champagne bottle or whatever during New Year's.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I get down.
We drank that back in '96.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
when I
90
drank it when I was a kid in '96. Yeah, exactly.
That's back in '96.
30
man.
fucking years
I don't
ago.
know, I don't even, do they even sell that thing?
Of course they do. Yeah.
I think so.
The
yeah.
little Welch's champagne bottle juice.
Then I need to stay away from it because they're gonna say, "Oh, he's that age."
Because it's like sparkling. It's like sparkling
It's that
apple
age.
juice or sparkling grape juice.
Right?
It's not just regular grape juice.
Yeah, it is sparkling.
It's
Sparkling.
fancy.
Yeah,
Fancy, yeah.
fancy.
It's for the fancy people.
It is. It is for the fancy.
When I made my logo, the next up for stand up, and I had AI make it, I told him, I said, use Cookie Monster's hand for that number 4 in the middle.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, so that's why I'll just talk about your hat because it reminds me of my logo, the number 4, the puppet hand. That I
Yeah, I
had.
didn't even know
Oh,
that.
that's funny.
Yeah, a little inside story
Right?
of
Oh, that's
creating
awesome.
my logo.
You just also started hosting, right?
I just started
So
hosting
he-
my own open mic
Yeah,
at
it's-
Kennedy's Public House. It's an open mic. What is it? I'm on my 7th week coming
Yeah.
up.
Oh, wow.
So,
Where
yeah,
is that? In San Antonio?
Yeah, it's here in San Antonio on the corner of Hebner and Blanco, like literally the corner of Hebner and Blanco. It's a nice little Irish pub.
Oh, cool.
Like reminds me of like Cheers
No, nice.
from the 80s. Let's go
From the
further back.
80s.
Let's go even further back.
That's
But no,
right.
they have like this perfect little caddy corner stage. And no one's ever approached the owner for comedy. So I just went up and asked, and she said, yeah, let's try it. And it's just been on the incline for both of us, for the
That's
comedy
awesome.
and for the bar. So
Good for
going really
you.
good. And yeah, hosting's fucking hard. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I'm not a fan of it.
I'll do it. And I don't do it anymore, but when I did it. But like I said, I'll ask people. I produce shows in Central Texas and Austin, and I'll tell people, hey, can you host? And I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm like, you don't want to or you can't?
Oh, yeah.
What do you find so difficult hosting? What's the hardest? Is
Cold crowd. Yeah, and they're
Trying to pick
there.
them back up after a bad comedian or whatever.
Yeah, and you got to go out first, so that's the coldest time.
Yeah,
and then, and then if you do have a bad comedian who just lost the momentum, you got to bring him back up. And I always tell people, don't bring your notes on, don't bring your phone. Memorize credits. Don't be that weirdo who's like, and next on stage is so and so, you know,
Yeah.
you have to memorize it. And
Well,
I have
that's-
terrible ADHD.
Is that more for show or open mic as well?
I think it's more for show.
Okay,
I think
cool.
open mic you have.
I was about to say,
you
because
can
I'm
have
up there in my
notes.
clipboard on
No,
open mic.
yeah, you got 30 people.
Yeah.
yeah, no, of course, but yeah, for a show like a big show, you want to be
Yeah,
professional.
when I see somebody with their notes out, whether it's a phone or a piece of paper written on their hand, and it's a show, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, I don't know how long you've been doing comedy, but come on.
Right?
You got to not do that. Just
Yeah, there are rules.
unwritten rules, but that should be one of them for sure.
Yeah.
So so when we started the podcast, we had a guy, Patrick Christopher, here, and he was telling us, "Oh yeah, David, there's open mics every day here in San Antonio." I said, "What?" I didn't know it was a thing, right? Is it now really a thing? I mean, because even 10, 15 years ago, I don't remember anybody saying, "Oh, there's an open mic," at So-So's Pub Bar.
Yeah. In Austin, it is. You can.
It's-
I follow an app or one of those Instagram profiles, and it's just Austin open mics, and they just post every day where the open mic is or what shows are going on. So yeah, you can hit an open mic every day in Austin.
And a lot of I can't remember the conversation I was having with somebody. They told me up in Austin, they were like, you can literally almost go down 6th Street and any day of the week, and there's an open mic somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
You know, because they're just, and it's free. You know, it's just drawing people into their bar, right? Into their establishment and whatever. And I said, man, I don't remember it being like that.
It wasn't in '96. It is now.
Yeah.
2026. Yeah, no, in Austin for sure. How is it here? Do y'all have open mics?
We have
everywhere
open mics every day for outside of the weekend. Like nobody tries to run one during the weekend because that's when the shows are.
Sure. Yeah.
But,
And Patrick Christopher, I know him. He put me on a show coming up on April 8th.
April 8th at
At
LOL.
LOL?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so that would be fun. I just met him. He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Patrick
Yeah.
Christopher's very funny.
Very funny. Yeah.
So he's actually how we started bringing in more comedians
Oh,
to the
cool.
show. He was our first one. He came on and he's like, "Yeah, David, you need to bring him on. You know, I give you some names and get some contacts and whatever, and bring him on." And I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Man, there's a lot out there." And I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, there's a lot of comedians out there all of a sudden."
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah." And then now it's where, people are asking us now. Before we were asking, "Hey, can you want to be on a podcast?" Now it's just, "Hey, we got a calendar and we got to
I'm using my calendar app for the first time ever. I've never used a calendar app, but now I'm the booking agent for the show. So
he's our booking guy.
He's got a calendar app and sciatica problems.
Can you believe that? How
How
can
can
you
you
do
bring it
that
up?
at the same time, man?
maybe I can manifest it go away. Do you think that works? Because I'm a big manifester, and I've seen a clip where you're a manifester. You believe in
Big
manifestation,
manifester. Yeah, I think you can. I think with some stretching and some manifesting.
stretching and manifesting.
Because whatever you talk about, what you bring to yourself. So when people say things like, "If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all," I said, "And you will forever have bad
Bad
luck."
luck. I
right.
believe that.
All you say is that you have bad luck. So
I believe that.
Maybe we start saying you can't say you don't have sciatica pain because that's still bringing the sciatica pain. You say,
Now your
healthy.
vibe is coming over here, man. Ow. No, don't do that.
point it that way.
Yeah, go that way. I believe in that, the manifesting and that the law of attraction and all that. But I didn't know that back when I first got married.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my wife when we first got married, one day we're gonna have a 2-story house, we're gonna have some brand new cars. We would have traveled, and we're gonna have this,
You manifested.
And this,
yeah.
I was 17, and
Aw.
it just happened.
Yeah, because you
Boom.
put it out there. It's
Yeah.
everything
It
has
just happened.
energies, and your energy put it out to the universe. So nothing else could have happened except for those to come true.
Yeah.
Because you put it out there.
Yeah, you put it out there, and then it's not only also putting it out there, it's actually believing it. I think
We have to visualize it.
you got to visualize it, like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what it's going to look like. This
Yep.
is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do, right? And you have to kind of constantly remind yourself that, yeah, and it boom, it just happens. And then all of a sudden, I look back, I go, shit, all that happened already, right? All the
Right.
stuff that I wanted happened already.
Time to manifest again. Start another list.
That's right. Write it out.
It ain't 96 anymore, man. I'm not that young anymore, man.
You don't think your manifestation powers work anymore? I'm sure they
I
do.
don't know, man. I
course
need to
they
get
do.
like a decoder ring or something, and then just come on, please. I want something to happen good.
So Donna, a lot of your jokes are about your mom, right? Like a lot of jokes revolve around your mom.
Yeah.
Do you still get new jokes like to this day? Like she
I
still
do.
gives you new material every day?
Yeah, well, secret be told, I told this on Kill Tony, but my mom passed away.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry to hear that.
that's okay. She passed away in 2000. Well, no, just like 3 years ago. But I keep her alive in my act.
Of course.
So, but it's weird. My dad passed away in 2017, but he's dead in my acts. But I like talking about her, present time.
Right,
We had
yeah.
a really difficult relationship, and I kind of heal through all of that and making people laugh. But
Right.
after every single show, somebody comes up, if not multiple people, and they're like, "Can't wait to meet your mom. Bring her to the next show." I'm like, that would be so difficult.
I don't want to creep you out.
So I just kind of leave it. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. But she didn't care for comedy. She didn't understand it. And when I did it the first time, a long time ago, so it was very upsetting to my parents. And,
Oh, no.
now that they're gone, it's just been kind of healing and fun. And I'm just having a really great time. I do write a lot about my husband and my son. And, I do lots of anecdotal comedy. And I started talking about a bit that I worked on for a long time. But after I did Kill Tony, I started getting DMs from men that are a lot younger than I am. And they would say things like, hello, I saw you on Kill Tony and you're very funny. And I would simply say, thank you. And then I would immediately get a dick pic. Yeah. It was nuts.
The audacity.
It was nuts.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's insane.
And that's not just
So,
one. That was over and over.
I got a
like-
bunch. Yeah. I
got a bunch.
I got that stepmom energy apparently, but I write about things like that happen every day. So it's not a whole 45 minutes of me doing an Asian accent.
Right.
Although it's pretty funny.
Do you see more female comedians coming on? I mean, just getting
Yeah.
on, doing. I mean,
Oh my gosh. When I did comedy before, there were so few comedians. And now when I go to Facebook, I get so many Facebook friend requests. It's like every one of them's a comedian. And they're standing in their profile picture with their microphone. And I don't know if they're a comedian. Or maybe they did that one time. But on their profile, I'm a comedian. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of us out there. There used to be just like a couple thousand. I feel like there's 100,000 comedians now.
Yeah.
Everybody says they're a comedian or a digital influencer.
So
or whatever.
where was the first time you did stand up?
At Cap City Comedy at the old location in Austin, Texas. So
Austin.
now Cap City's in a real bougie spot in Austin.
And do you remember what your first joke was?
I remember it was about my mom. I don't know if I remember the first joke, but I do remember that the joke that I still do today that still freaking kills is the one that got me on Search for the Funniest Mom in America. And it saved me because when I did Kill Tony the first time, I bombed my first joke, but I was wearing something tight, and they immediately started making fun of my boobs, which was fine. So, because I was like, please take the focus off the joke that I just bombed.
Right.
And so they made fun of me, and we went back and forth. And then at the end of that episode, or that experience, Red Band invited me to do the secret show because first he said, do you remember the joke that got you on that TV show? And I said, I do. And he said, do you want to do it now? And Tony Hinchcliffe agreed, and the audience clapped, and that saved me because it's such a killer joke.
Nice.
Yeah,
And what was that like doing the secret show at Red Band?
that was hard. It was fun.
How long was your set?
I got, I think, 8 minutes or 9 minutes. So there were 16 comedians, and everybody got 8 to 13 minutes. So it was about 11:45 before I started to phase out. He put me on. I was like number 2. Thank God. The second time he put me on like number 3. So I think he was like, this lady's old and she needs to go to bed.
She needs to go to bed.
And he and I are the same age. So I was like, thank you, Red Band. But that's not my crowd. Like I couldn't win over a bunch of 25-year-olds.
Without cussing.
Without
or,
cussing. I was
Right.
clean.
Yeah.
And I do give
I was
off a
just
very
thinking
strong
that.
mom
I was
energy.
like, man, 11:45 clean comedy.
That's
But
hard.
I'm sure it worked, no? I'm sure.
It was fun. I had a great time. Everybody laughed, and it was great. I didn't kill either time, but I was invited.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I showed up. I was at the table, and Red Band was fantastic and super professional and kind. And all the comics I met in the green room, I was fangirling and trying not to because I'm not cool at all. I wanted to get my phone out and go like, oh my God, these people are
selfies and
yeah. But I sat there and I was like trying to be chill. And then so I went back and sat with my husband after the first secret show. I did my set, and then I came off and I sat with him, and then my husband, Michael, goes, hey, your boy just walked by. I said, who's my boy? He goes, Tony Hinchcliffe just walked by. He's going to the green room. I said, gotta go. So,
See ya.
so I went and sat. I like slid back into the green room, and I sat there, and I acted like I was on my phone, but I was kind of taking it all in, and he was so cool. He turned to me, and he's like, hey, it's nice to see you again. I guess you're in the mix now. And he shook my hand, and it was really cool. Yeah, it was fun.
That's
so for a
cool.
middle-aged, clean mom comic to do well on Kill Tony, I'm very
Exactly.
proud
Yes.
of that. Twice.
You're right. And how many times did you sign up before they finally drew you?
I've signed up 4 times and the 5th time, but I manifested both times.
manifested both times.
Both times. I knew all day long. I knew I was going to get picked that particular night.
You just
And then
know, right?
I saw
just
it. I
like-
visualized it. I saw, because my friend Kimberly and I would go together. I went with her. I saw me saying, watch my bag. To her, I saw me looking at my friend Ernest saying, call my husband. I just got pulled. Like all the things that I saw happen. And it was just the most magical experience twice. And so I got pulled for the first one on 7/22. For episode 738, I hadn't even gone between those times. Like I went on 7/22 and I didn't go back to kill Tony to try out. I went that night again, the second time I went to get pulled. So there was no other time where I just kept showing up to Shakespeare, not getting pulled, because I totally knew it was going to happen.
And so, like, I mean, you were already having gig, like the Unhinged Moms. You already had gigs going. So going to Kill Tony, would it say did it boost your
For
career?
sure.
It opened up more doors.
Yeah,
Like-
when I got back into comedy in May of 2024, I had 168 Instagram followers because
Yeah,
I didn't
168,
I
yeah.
didn't do Instagram. I was doing TikTok and during COVID I was focused on
You're
TikTok.
a TikTok mom.
And my wiener dogs and doing dumb stuff. But I had a huge boost the first Kill Tony, and then I had another big boost. I'm only at 18,000, but that's a lot more than 168.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah, I have producers call a lot and send me Instagram messages. Hey, do you want to do the show? Are you free this show? So I get that a lot, and I do
That's
lots of
awesome.
fun podcasts like this one.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that 18,000.
No, we don't have 18,000 followers.
It's coming.
We're getting there,
I just
though.
know it's going to happen.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
we're
I'm just-
manifesting it one day at a time.
It's just
Yeah,
going to happen.
great.
You just, I mean, we're just like,
No, you have a solid product here that people enjoy. And
Yeah.
I've watched your clips, and people are very complimentary, and you can tell it's sincere because you work hard and you do it. Look at this, you do
Oh,
a
yeah.
great job.
oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
We've got a great. I mean, our editor, producer, director, everything is a one man band guy.
Right there.
He's fucking the best.
Costume director.
Yeah,
Right? I love
yeah. He takes it real serious, and that's. I mean,
He made
when you
these
see the
shirts.
work, you know somebody's taking it serious.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
it's well done.
Yeah, it's very well done, and but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I like it only because we meet new people. I get to get into the comedian scene. Now we're kind of bringing in some film people,
Oh, very cool.
directors of short films or regular films or whatever, some actors. So we're kind of getting a little bit into that space, and that's fun too. And it's good
sure.
for him too, because I mean he's already had a couple of guys or directors say, "Hey, I want you to shoot my next film," and he's like, "What?" Yeah, I mean you have
Wow.
an eye, you have a gift. So
Yeah.
People
and
are
that-
asking me to be co-host on another podcast.
There
no,
you
I'm
go.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if I got enough money to pay him to stay. No.
He's already cheating on you.
Yeah.
I get offers.
He's open right
Not
now.
accepted.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
Depends.
So, good. Here's a good question for you. Do you ever just show up at an open mic now?
No.
No more.
I,
You're just
I don't
not
have
like
time.
I want to go over there and just kind of hang out with.
I
The
don't.
gang.
I'm not trying to be like I can't do open mics. I don't do well at open mics, and that's because usually an open mic is younger guys and gals in their 20s, maybe a little bit high. Not judging. I don't care.
Don't know from the 90s.
Right?
Don't know about the
didn't you know that?
90s.
And I show up with a bunch of clean stuff. It doesn't translate sometimes, but I get to do new material at these other shows that I'm doing. These
Yeah.
big shows. So
Yeah.
I'm always working on stuff.
As much as I enjoy still hitting open mics for the hangouts or whatever,
Yeah.
comedic wise, it doesn't really help. You know what I mean? I'm going up there and talking into a microphone to nobody. Like there's
Yeah,
no
to 0
audience.
people.
Half the comedians are listening, and then you come off stage and maybe one guy will be like, "Hey, that was pretty funny."
Yeah.
It's like, thanks.
I'm super I work my butt off though, so I give
Yeah.
myself all of the gratitude, and I've worked really hard that I can do so many shows now that I can sort of tweak things
Mm-hmm.
in the show with 45 people, 100 people. Like I'm having I've sold out. I was in 5 sold out shows recently in 5 weeks, and I caused 3 of those to sell out, and then the other 2 I just happened to be the common denominator. But I'm very proud of that.
Do you still get nervous when you see 600 people in the
No,
audience?
the more people, the better. If I see 600 people, I have no nerves at all.
Really?
I'm like, I'm gonna freaking rock this. But if I see, last night was 13 people, and I was like, okay. But I still wasn't nervous. But it was a different feeling. I was like, okay, it's so much harder to make so few people laugh
Yeah.
that aren't already, but they were big laughers. We had the best freaking time at Woodlawn.
Just the
Comedy.
best 13.
It was so good, and they were so involved, and they were so loud, and I closed out the show, and it was just one of the best experiences. So
Nice.
But when I see 600 people, especially Moms Unhinged, because it's 98% women, or moms and females in the audience, we all do so well because they're just so, and moms are nice. They're like, we're all gonna laugh together.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You know, for me, it takes a lot, especially a clean comment. It takes a lot to make me laugh.
Yeah.
You have to be really good, right?
Right.
But I find that clean comedy makes me laugh more because I mean,
good.
when I'm looking at somebody, you know, an F-bomb this, and you almost know that that's what's coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where a clean comic, you're like, okay, what word are they going to use in lieu of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, it's better. It's a better. I like it. It's a better experience for me to
Yeah.
hear a clean set than it is sometimes to hear, you know, F-bombs and all that.
Well, sometimes, if you just use that one word impactfully, like at Moms Unhinged, we have kind of a rule. The owner said you can use the F-bomb once, but it has to be part of the joke and not just this frivolous F-bomb for no reason. And so there's this particular comic that I've worked with a lot, Holly Ballantyne. She's out of Atlanta, and she doesn't cuss through her entire set. She can do a 30, 40-minute set, but her very last joke, she drops the F-bomb, and it's so powerful that the audience just erupts because you don't expect it.
Right.
And so when she says
Clever.
it as part of her joke, you're just dying because it was so funny. So, but I don't. If I cuss on stage, it's because my mom cussed,
Right.
and I do it in her accent, and so it's funnier.
It's part of the joke, not
Yeah.
just because.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
She had a real strong accent.
Yes, she's
That's what I
from
really
Thailand.
love about being
She
co-host.
was
I learned
so-
so much from y'all. I'm learning so much from every comedian that comes on the show.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that information.
Yeah.
Everybody, take
You're welcome.
notes.
Take notes.
Take notes.
So, do you speak Thai?
I don't. My mom didn't teach me Thai on purpose. She wanted me. I thought probably because I look pretty white. Like I'm sure when I came out, she's like, "That's a white baby right there."
No tie for you.
Yeah, you're not going to speak Thai. But my dad was a giant white guy, Irish, red hair, light blue eyes. So I, kind of in the middle. But my mom always said she didn't want me to learn Thai because she didn't want me to be in this country and have an accent. And people look at me differently. And I was like, but how cool would that be if I knew a different language? And she was like, no, Donna, I now want you to speak nothing but American. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I tell a whole bit about one of the stories was she wouldn't teach me Thai. And so when I went to take her to the Asian supermarkets every weekend, all her little Thai friends would just be cackling and talking and looking up at me. And I was like, what are they saying? Are they talking about how nice and tall I am? And then my mom goes, Donna, they talk about how you snobby white girl because you not talk Thai. And I'm like, did you tell them I not talk Thai because you not teach me Thai? And she goes, no, this is more fun for me. All true stuff.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I got to learn Spanish, but we call it Spanglish
Spanglish, yeah.
or Tex-Mex. It's not even. It's kind
It's
of
a mix.
it's a mix
Yeah.
of Americanized Spanish. Then with, I mean, it's just not. Give you an example. So, socks, right? Pair of socks in Spanish is called calcetines.
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 A lot. That's a big word for socks.
I don't think that's right.
It is calcetines.
Is that the Spanglish?
That's the
That's the
Spanglish.
regular Mexican
Oh.
calcetines. But because we didn't know how to speak Spanish, we call them sacatines. You get it? Sacatines. So we didn't know. You know sacatines? We didn't know.
That's funny.
So we know that language. There is a language out there. It's a slang, Chicano. They call it Chicano's language or Tex-Mex language, which is kind of broken up like that.
Right.
So if you've been kind of in the hood, you know, oh yeah, I used to ask for the calcetines, and they're like, oh yeah, I used to too, you know. But
That's
if you
fun.
say it in front of Mexican national, like I
Yeah.
got Mexican national friends, they'll look at me like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not the correct way, David.
I know second grade Spanish. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know anything past that. I
I-
learned second grade Spanish, like pencil, backpack, shit like that.
Right? The nouns.
That's it, dude.
I hear you.
A mochila. That's what it's called, right? A
Mochila.
backpack.
I can say chanclas. I
can
took,
say chocolates.
I took 7
chanclas.
years of Spanish in high school and college, and all I can say is there's a cat sitting on your head, and I don't even say it correctly.
There's a
hear it?
cat.
How do you say it?
El gato sentaba a la cabeza. It's close, right?
That's pretty
Yes.
white. I hear the whiteness
Yeah.
in it for sure.
That's all I can say.
I heard some Irish in there.
Why is there a cat sitting on your head? Just
That's
say
all-
that.
I don't know. That's what I learned, and that's what stuck with me. So
Golly,
that's all we got.
all that money, right? You put in to get
to
Get the
learn.
credit.
Public
I wish
school.
I knew more Spanish, to be honest, but
Me too. Yeah,
second grade Spanish was
chanclas.
enough for
How do you
me.
say socks again?
Saquitas.
Calcetinas.
Calcetinas in your chanclas.
Calcetina, yeah, and that's the thing too. You wear calcetinas with your chanclas. If you're wearing a calcetina with your chanclas, you're an esse from the hood. An esse is not even an esse. It's not even a word. It's just a esse. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew
The
that.
higher the sock,
You know
the
essa?
downer the fool.
Yeah, I was raised in Lockhart. We had all of the cultures.
Oh well, you heard all that, right? I'm sure you heard all that. Hey,
yeah.
esse, hey, way, all that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 96?
In '96,
In 96.
everything happened in '96, man. That
was a good
great
year.
That was a great year.
It was a good
I
decade.
think that was the year Go-Gurt came out. 100%.
Is that still a thing?
Go-Gurt? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's next to
You
the
get like
Welch's grape juice.
No. It's in the it's all in the yogurt aisle. But yeah,
All
good
right.
Go-Gurt never hurts nobody.
Right? It's healthy.
Yeah, I used to give. My wife used to get. I don't know what was it, like a 10-pack or a 12-pack. She would get
Really
like I don't know
Go-Gurts?
4 or 5 of them and put them in the freezer, right?
Oh yeah, when you freeze the
You
Go-Gurt.
freeze the Go-Gurts?
Hard,
Yeah, she would
Wow.
get it, and then so when the kids, everybody grab them. You know, everybody grabbing a Go-Gurt.
Wow. Okay.
You never froze a
fancy.
Go-Gurt?
No.
Oh man, they're so good.
I never got a Go-Gurt.
You never had
No,
a Go-Gurt before? It's just
no.
yogurt in a little
Yeah,
tube.
well,
Yeah.
No, my mom wouldn't buy that stuff.
No.
No, she only bought like fruits and vegetables and like healthy things because she was very skinny and I was overweight, and so she was always on my ass to lose weight. So I didn't get the fun stuff.
Oh, it was healthy. It's
Damn.
yogurt. But yeah, I can see
No,
where
she
she
didn't.
said
What
no.
about like
It's
chocolate,
a cartoon
McDonald's, and all that? Nothing.
No, none of that. Until I was like a teenager and I could drive.
to your own McDonald's.
Yes, and I would go to get my own stuff.
And
Yeah.
what would she say? Ah, you getting
She would
McDonald's?
get so mad. Yeah, she would just, you eat trash, you eat junk. That's why you're fat. And she just
Oh,
goes
man.
on. Yeah, she was hard. She was hard. But Asian people are. That's how they show love.
And it's the opposite for us. It's like otro taquito, otro taquito,
Yes.
taquito.
Yeah,
And we like
feeding
more
you.
and more. Like it's called
Yeah.
por eso estamos como estamos. That's the reason why we are the way we are.
There's a lot of words.
That was. Yeah.
Say it again.
You never heard
One
that?
more time. Is it like a riddle?
Por eso estamos como estamos.
For wait, so, what does
So
that mean?
por eso estamos, the reason we are como estamos, because we are.
Oh, I see. Well, that was deep. That was deep.
Yeah, that was always like that.
get it. I got
Everybody
both.
always say, anybody that I've ever met, they always say, por eso estamos como estamos, right, David? Yeah.
It's kind of like it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it
It is
is.
It's like the
Okay.
Mexican version of it is what it is.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
That makes sense. No,
Yeah.
I got a lot of food guilt, so my mom would be upset that I was overweight and eating too much, and then she would get mad if I didn't eat enough. And then if I wanted to eat Thai food, she had a Thai restaurant when I was growing up, a Chinese and Thai restaurant in the small town. But I ate somebody else's Thai food. Like I went to Austin and we went to a Thai restaurant with my friend. She's like, "Oh, my food not good enough for you." Okay, we see you next time. I make you something. And she'd get mad. I'm like, "Oh Jesus, I can't win."
Wow. Would you ever travel back?
I never went back. She went back every few years, but I didn't like to travel. It was a 23-hour flight, and I don't
And
like
can't speak Thai.
and I can't speak Thai.
You're just gonna be there, all
Exactly.
snubby white lady.
I told her, and she lived in a tiny remote village. And I said, "Mom, what am I going to do? You and I fight every 5 minutes. I'm going to be sitting in a village with no air conditioner and no electricity, and there's an ox out front, and I'm pretty American now. Like I need my hair curler, I want to do a hair dryer.
There's no
and-
plugs here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, I need electricity, and she's like, "I'm like, you just sit and you talk to the family." I'm like, I can't talk to the family. I
What
can't
are you
even
gonna
talk
say?
to you. I
You're
fight
just gonna
with
shake
you.
your head like this.
And you
Yes.
had brothers or sisters?
Only child.
Only child?
Only
Yeah.
child. Oh.
Yeah, I had to suffer by myself.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you couldn't break the lamp and
Blame
Blame
somebody.
blame somebody else,
Yeah,
right?
it was me breaking the lamp. That's
Who broke the lamp?
It was
I
me.
don't know. It wasn't me. Shit. Who else in the house?
right. Yeah. No, I didn't go back. I never went back. I was born there, and then I never went back. And I hear from people all the time, "Oh my God, you should go back." And they try to guilt me, and I'm like, I don't want to travel for 23 hours in an airplane.
Right.
Like I'm getting used to traveling now, going to gigs around the country. Because before that, I wouldn't travel. And my husband was like, "Why won't you travel anywhere?" And I'm like, "Now I am." He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, now I get paid.
That's
Following my dream, I get paid."
That's the way to
Boom.
do it.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, it's like somebody paying you, right? Hey, we'll pay for you to go to New York for the weekend.
Right.
Shit, I'm down.
Yeah, right. Or I'll pay you a lot to do a show, and I have to cover my expenses. Yeah. let's
Yeah,
do it.
why not? Shit, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Good way to travel. Free way to travel.
Yeah, it's been.
Our podcast will be traveling soon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Where
we
y'all
gotta
going?
We're gonna. way up to Dallas,
Way, all the way.
all the
That's
way
awesome.
up to Big D.
Are you going to a club or where are you setting up?
No, we're gonna do. Well, it's still we're in talks, but I think it's gonna happen. So there's this place called Hall's Fried Chicken.
Oh, I heard you talk about it on your
Yeah, one of our clips.
And it's the best effing chicken you've ever had.
It is it's the best, man.
It's the breast. He
The
said.
breast chicken.
The
Did I say
breast.
that?
You did.
It's the
It's the breast.
man. It is.
Okay.
There's just no place. I mean, did your mom make fried chicken?
She made Thai fried chicken, which was better than American.
Man, if your
fried
mom was
Really? I
here and
didn't
I
know
told her,
that's
hey,
a
you know
thing.
what, you want to go with me to Hall's, and she would eat that chicken, she would be, oh yeah, David.
So
Yeah.
what makes it Thai fried chicken compared to American fried chicken?
Yeah.
It's the seasonings. Usually, I do a plain fried chicken that's just no batter, just fried chicken wings. But then there's different seasonings, like a larb seasoning or different, Thai seasonings. You just coat it instead of barbecue sauce or buffalo sauce. It's a Thai coating. But when I go to Thai restaurants, I order very specifically plain Thai fried chicken wings, sticky rice, and papaya salad. And every time, 100% of the time, the little Thai lady will go, "Oh, you order like you're from Thailand," and I'm like, "I know things."
I know.
That's cool.
Yeah. So congratulations. So how did that fall into place with Halls? Because you've talked about Halls. Did you like the chicken first and then you approached them, or because you talked about?
We've been eating Hall's chicken since when I lived in Dallas.
Is it only in Dallas?
It's only in Dallas.
Oh.
I don't know how many. I know of two maybe the three locations. But we used to go to a place called Henderson's Chicken, and so that's part of that family. So it's a Henderson's, and then you got to break off of Hall's, you got to break off of Rudy's, and you got to break off of somebody else in Henderson's.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, but yeah, we used to go, and every time we go up there, and I'm not even lying. Every time we go to Dallas, because my wife's family's from Dallas, we go up there to visit or whatever. Hey, we got to make sure that we make enough time. We got to leave like at 3 because they close at 5 or they close at a certain time. And if we don't, bye everybody, we're leaving, and we straight to Hall's, and then we'll buy, I don't know, like sometimes 10 baskets and bring them all down. And when we get down here, because my kids are right, they're like, hey Dad, did you bring me? Yeah, here are your 2 and here are your 2. Yeah, it's a thing. It's so when I told them that, I told them the guy. He's a marketing guy over there, and his name is Scorpio.
Okay, Scorpio.
It's not just guy.
Okay.
His name is
Scorpio. Wait, his
Scorpio.
name is Scorpio?
His name is Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio.
Are you sure about this?
Hey, that's what he told me to do. He said, call me Scorpio. So I said, hey, Scorpio. Hey,
But he's
Scorpio.
a Taurus. Scorpio.
I'm serious, man. Scorpio. Hey,
Dude.
Scorpio,
Anyway, so
wear the
Scorpio.
So yeah, Scorpio invited us to Dallas. Long story short.
yeah. So they're gonna. I think they either open or they're going to have a grand opening of another location and say,
gotcha.
hey, Dave, we'd love for you to go up there, set up your podcast, do a podcast while we're doing the grand opening or whatever. And then he said he's gonna maybe have the owners there. And
He's got to
Oh,
talk
that's
to
awesome.
he's got to talk to Gemini about it.
Right?
Once Gemini gets
Capricorn.
back to
Yeah.
Capricorn behind the lights.
Dude, I couldn't take a guy named Scorpio serious.
And his name is Scorpio.
Birth name Scorpio? I don't believe it.
I'm serious. So when he sends me his text, he says, thanks, Scorpio.
I'm just
Oh.
I'm imagining
he-
like a John Travolta from
Yeah,
Greece.
I'm really hoping this happens because I mean, we basically all the money and food that we bought, we probably purchased one of the
Paid
locations.
for their buildings, right?
for sure.
But it
Wow.
sounds like it's gonna happen, and sounds like great people up there. So
Oh yeah,
that'll
I
be
have
our
to try it out. I go to Dallas all the time now. I'll have to
yeah.
check it
It's
out.
called Hall's Chicken.
Hall's
Halls.
Well, if you need a comedian, my comedy partner Megan King lives up there. If you want
Oh,
to
okay.
interview her,
We actually were thinking about we are looking
Yeah.
for some comedians to be our guests on that podcast.
Yeah, on that
at
podcast
Hall's
because I
Chicken.
think it's going to be. It might end up being maybe a
Bunch.
2-3 hour thing, right? Where we maybe have some breaks or whatever. But we'll bring in maybe his people that don't want to be on, and we'll maybe bring on some local comedians and
Yeah.
just kind of
Cool.
be there. I don't want to say all day, but for
well, I can connect y'all by Instagram if
Awesome.
you're interested.
yeah, that
Thank
would be,
you.
She's
that would be
hilarious. Yeah, she's
Really?
a killer on stage. Yeah.
She probably had Hall's
Yeah.
Chicken. Comment if you did.
I know you're watching. Yeah, it would be good. So
That's so exciting.
so we're doing that. Yeah, it's growing. The podcast is
Good for
growing,
y'all.
and so
I can tell y'all do a really solid job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I think really, and I'm not just saying this because I know he's getting calls, but actually when Andrew came on,
Here we go.
And actually,
we
we started getting more followers. So I said, okay,
You're like,
I better not tell him
oh.
all that. but,
Yeah, I'm not the only reason.
yeah.
Take credit.
But
Take
no,
the
he's
credit.
been a big part of the podcast. I mean, he does a lot for us.
And how did y'all meet?
I was a guest.
Oh,
I
okay,
first
cool.
started off as a guest, and downfalls happen, and he called me up and was like, hey, man, I'm looking for a new co-host. You want to shoot a few, give it a try? And then next thing you know, I'm on the logo. I got the gig. They're paying me.
Y'all got married. Okay.
When we did the podcast, when we went home that night, because again, we just live right down the street here, so we went.
You're gonna get so much shit from your old co-host.
I don't give
I just
a
say he's
shit.
paying me. They're gonna be like, "Well, you're paying him."
I had a contract. No, so when we were going home, me and my son were like, "Hey, do you like that guy?" I go, "Yeah." Why? And he's like, "I don't know. Like, I think you'd be good for the podcast." I go, "I think so too, man. Something about him." I says, "But we'll check it out." So we waited a couple of days, and then something happened. We lost one of the co-hosts here, and so we were kind of like, okay. So I started doing some podcasts solo. So I was just doing it by myself, and then something happened again. With like, hey, me and my son were talking. It's like, hey, remember Andrew, the guy? Yeah, we should call him, see if he. I said, you think he'd want to? He's like, I don't know. Let's check him out. So we just called. I called him, or no.
Y'all called me
I called
together,
him.
I think,
I
in a
called
group
him,
call.
and what I
Aw.
said, hey Andrew, this is David Davila. You remember Double Days podcast? And you said,
Don't tell me you're calling me to be the co-host.
that's exactly what his answer was.
Because I'm a big manifester too. And I'm
Awesome.
talking about the moment we walked off set, after my first episode as being a guest, I walked off set, I got in the car, and I told her, I'm going to be co-host to that show.
Oh, I love
I said, I'm going to be
that.
co-host to that show.
That's
It was
fantastic.
weird because I just said, hey Andrew, this is David Davila, Double
he
Days
knew.
podcast, and he just said that. I go, what?
Oh,
And my
my
son's
God.
standing there, and he goes, what did he say? I go, he said, you're not calling me to be on the podcast, are you? And he started laughing. He goes, well,
Oh,
tell him
my
yes.
God, what a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it all
awesome.
came together.
Aw,
So
and the rest is history.
yeah,
Look
and,
at y'all.
and we've had. I mean, and I would credit him to at least 90% of the guests because he's really out there. I mean, we're not out there. Me and my son. I mean, I've still got a 9 to 5, and he's got a 9 to 5, and he does his thing too.
I got a 9 to 5.
Yeah, you
you
got a
made
9
it
to
sound
5.
like I don't have a 9 to 5. Andrew's doing all this because
No,
me and my
you
son
don't
have a
really
9 to
got a
5.
9 to 5.
Andrew don't have a 9 to
Doesn't
5.
No, but
Andrew
he's
works
out there.
10 to 3. Like,
So
what kind
he's
of
out there.
bullshit job is that?
No. He's out there, with the open mics and stuff. So he's there. He's in the scene, right?
Yeah.
And so he brings them. Hey, I'm gonna set these guys up, and I said, so forth on. So
that's awesome.
he's the guy that's booking everybody.
That's so
So
cool.
that's
It's
kinda
really
cool.
fun. I'm having fun.
Well, if you saturate San Antonio, I can hook you up with some Austin comics that are really amazing. And
Yeah,
then
we try to get some Austin guys down here. Girls, too, not just guys.
there are girls
yeah.
in comedy. That's right.
We had Daisy Hart and Honey Donowitz on
Yeah.
last
Oh, good.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I know them. That's
But yeah,
awesome.
we try to get some of the Austin comics down here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fun.
So what do you got coming up that our guests could go see here in San Antonio or
I-
close surrounding areas? What do you got?
April 8th, I'll be at LOL in San Antonio. I haven't been there yet, so I'm super excited.
Oh, this is your first time at LOL in
Yeah,
San Antonio?
so,
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be with Patrick Christopher and some other fantastic comics. I'm on tour, like I said, with Not Our First Rodeo with Megan King. I've got so many dates coming up. So check my website where it's pretty updated. It's Donna Lee Comedy, DonnaLeeComedy.com.
There it is.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And are you performing upstage or you already did?
Yeah, I have a show coming up this Thursday. So the 26th of March, I'm headlining the first, it's a all-female lineup for all 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a comedy festival called Femme Comedy Fiesta. And I'm kicking off the first night Thursday as the first headliner. And then there'll be comics all through the weekend. So come to Upstage Comedy Lounge. It's so fun there.
We'll go check it out Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there.
Yeah, come on out.
Shout out, Bobby.
Yeah.
I love Bobby and Calvin. They're the best. They're great. It's one of my favorite clubs. They gave me one of my first shots coming back as a headliner. They didn't know me. They watched a few clips and they were like, come on.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Bobby's a good guy.
great guy.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I'm so impressed and honored that you reached out to me. So thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being a guest. Honestly,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
we really
Yeah.
appreciate you being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, it does take time out of your schedule. Maybe you had a big 600 guest headline.
I did.
And, you know what?
I did. I canceled it.
Yeah, I'm canceling. I'm got to be at Double Days
Thank
podcast,
you.
and I don't care about the money you're gonna pay me.
Yeah. I'm here for the experience.
Yeah.
But no, so honestly, I know this is really cheesy, but on the way here, I love driving, and I was driving from my house, and I had a little snack in my car because I love eating and driving, which is weird. But I thought, I'm literally living my dream. I'm a comedian who gets to perform like in real time. Like I get to do this when I thought I was never going to do it again, and I get to do this podcast with you guys, and I've been looking forward to this so much. So I'm really very thankful for your time. So
No, thank you for your time, honestly.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Definitely appreciate it. And when you headline, maybe 1,000-seat venue.
I'll hook you up. Get you.
Yeah, hook us up with some tickets or something.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
me and my wife would be, we'd love to go up there. We went up there for to go see a film that was premiered. They shot it here at our Airbnb.
Oh, that's cool. You mentioned that. That's so cool.
The guy, and the director's like, "Hey, David, I want you to come." So we went up there, and that was fun. So yeah,
Oh, I bet.
yeah. So it's
Red
fun,
carpet
and
and all that.
we're having fun too. We're also going to some open mics and stuff. We'll go see Andrew's his open mic because he's hosting.
Right.
And so so if you ever have something up there, we'd love to go up there and.
Yeah, for
see-
sure. If
see
y'all
you
want to
guys
come
up
out
there.
Thursday for real, I'll leave some tickets at the front for you.
Yeah, most
Well,
definitely.
definitely.
Bring a crowd.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
be
we'll be
fun.
there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, set us
Exciting.
up.
Locked in. Let me put it on my calendar.
Met some new friends today. That's
Put
right.
it on my calendar.
That now he knows how to use it.
So I really started just using this calendar app, and I'm always putting people in the calendar. And one of my best friends, shout out Matt, one of my best friends messaged me and was like, "Hey, dude, there's this band coming to San Antonio. He's in Corpus. He's like, I'm gonna come up. I'm buying tickets. We're gonna go to that show." And just out of habit, I was like, "All right, bro, I'll put you in the calendar." Fucking asshole. Sorry about that, Matt. He knows I love him. But yeah, that really happened, dude. Just had it normal. I was like, "Yeah, cool, dude. I'll put you in my calendar." He's like, "Okay, asshole." But we had a great time. We went to the Paper Tiger. It was a good time.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
And you didn't miss it because it was in your calendar.
That's
It was
right.
in your calendar,
Exactly.
man. Shit, I've been using the calendar since 1996.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. It's the paper calendar, probably.
Yes.
No,
the
I mean,
desk one,
man,
you
dude, let
put
me
on
tell
the
you,
desk.
Desk one.
my
Yeah.
life is a calendar, man.
Slide under the acrylic,
Gotta be
it goes
here.
under the
Gotta
acrylic.
do
I have one of
this.
those. I have one of those now because I have so many things going on. I'm so scared I'm going to forget something. I got the big desk calendar with the acrylic on top,
Under it, yeah.
and I have 3 calendars on my phone. And then I forced my husband to put them on his
Google
calendar.
Calendar,
talking about the
Apple
big
Calendar,
paper
all
one?
the calendars.
Yes.
The big paper one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's old school, man.
Yeah.
They don't do that
And
anymore.
like I said,
they still make that?
I got it on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
It's badass. It takes up my entire counter.
I used
love
to
it.
have one of those. You would write on it.
You can doodle on it.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
best.
love it.
God, I didn't know they made those things anymore.
96 was
Yeah.
the year.
Yep.
It was a good year.
Next time I see you, I'm going to give you one.
That's what I'm gonna bring as a.
Wow. Here. No, give it to Andrew. He needs it
Yeah.
for all the bookies.
Right? Have it
Yeah.
written down.
Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. Yeah, I didn't know. You still use your Rolodex?
No, but I remember those. I remember those.
A Rolodex.
remember Rolodex?
Turn
Those
it on
were
the side like
so-
that.
Shit, dude, I used to have this massive Rolodex, man.
Okay,
So-
Mr.
I need somebody-
Popular.
All right, I was going to say
That's
popular.
a Rolodex.
Hold on, man. And then you kind of.
That's
Remember,
crazy.
you felt so organized. Now it would be so inefficient, but it was so big, and you're so proud of how many contacts you had.
Man, mine was huge. It was huge. It was pretty big.
Yeah.
I just thought of Rolodex recipes.
Huh?
Do they have a recipe book in a Rolodex? Just
Oh yeah.
wouldn't
they
that be
had-
so much
yeah.
easier on the
They did.
counter?
I remember buying
than
something
bust
that
out
was
a
like
book?
a Rolodex, but it was like a little compartment thing that had all the recipes in it. Very similar. Look at
yeah.
you knowing that. Okay.
How did you know that?
I'm pretty old. I told y'all.
Yeah.
I drink from the fountain of youth. I just look young.
Yeah, right. Well, Donna, hey, it's been an hour.
Oh, awesome.
Is
That
it-
went by fast.
It does.
Yeah, it's
It
been
really
an
does.
hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes by real fast. Thank you again
Of course.
for coming down.
Oh, thank you.
Really much appreciated. And yeah, leave us a couple of tickets. We're going to be there on
For
Thursday.
sure. Yeah, bring 4, 6, 8 people. Let me know. I'll
Yeah.
I'll
All
hook
right.
y'all up.
Yeah, we'll go.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank
Yeah.
y'all for tuning in.
Yep,
Thank y'all
we'll
for
see you guys
watching.
later. Do not miss this episode. Donna Lee, thank you.
Thank you.
See y'all
All
next
right.
time.